Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chanel and welcome to the Chanel channel. Today we are going to be doing a how-to easy cut crease. I'm going to be showing you guys two ways of how to create a very easy cut crease for beginners, and I am also excited to be trying out the new Juvias Place foundation. I'm really excited to try this out because it's like the claims on it is the most full coverage foundation in the world, so we'll see about that. I've seen reviews on it and it looks amazing, so I hope it works on my skin and I hope it works out for me. So yeah, 2-in-1 video, foundation testing and how to beginners cut crease. I am sitting on my couch again. I know a lot of you guys like that. You guys told me that you like my more chill back videos where I'm kind of just like talking to you guys, you know, chilling on my couch. So if you want to see me test out the new Juvias Place foundation and a how to easy cut crease for beginners, then please keep on watching. For beginners, what I would recommend is filling in your eyebrows first. I feel like it helps you shape out and map out like how big your eye space is and how far you should go up, because if you do it after, you could do it after once you get used to doing your makeup, but I feel like, you know, when you're a beginner, you should start doing your eyebrows first. It really does map and shape out the entire face. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I don't fill my eyebrows in too much because I already have like thicker, fuller brows. Like this is nothing in my eyebrow right now, and I feel like I look too harsh when I fill them in too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill them in just a little bit. I know everybody likes that like Instagram brow, but like if I did that, I feel like I would look scary. I don't know if I just do it wrong, like the whole like perfect filled in brow. For some reason it just looks so weird on me, but like I feel like you have to do it for pictures, because if you don't, it's gonna look like very sparse and gapped. So I mean, that's the only annoying part, but for an in-person look, I do not fill my brows in way too much. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is be taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and we are going to be carving out the brows / priming the eyelids. I like to take a generous amount and kind of, you know, just make that line. Carving out the brows really makes such a big difference, and it also just makes everything look so much more clean. I'm taking a Sigma E55 brush and just doing swiping down motions just to, you know, so I don't get too close to the hairline where I get it in my brows. I want it to just be right at the brow. And then while we're dragging our product down, we can go ahead and blend out everything on the eyelid. I even sometimes like to clean up in the center and on the top just to give it like that perfect brow effect, and that's kind of the look I'm going for. I know this has nothing to do with your cut crease right now, but it will make such a big difference with the end result of your cut crease. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is set my entire eyelid with like a bone shade. I don't necessarily always set my eyelid when I'm doing eyeshadow looks, because I feel like if you don't set it, the eyeshadow comes out more pigmented and vibrant. But since this is for beginners, I feel like it is easier and best to set the eyelid. So I'm going to go ahead and do light tapping motions just to set the entire lid. Very lightly, nothing like, not too much powder. And if you are going to be setting your eyelid, just be sure that all the creases are blended out in the inner corner, on the lid, everywhere else, because once you set it, you cannot reverse it. So you want to make sure that it is a crease-free area before you set it. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the Natasha Denona palette. I'm obsessed with this palette. The mattes in here are freaking amazing. And the shimmers, the palette in general is just amazing. It is very pricey, but you can use any palette you want. So the first step that I'm going to do is pretty much the same on both eyes. And when I actually cut the crease, that's what I'm going to be showing you two different ways of how to do it. There's one like the easiest way to do it, and there's another way where you actually use the concealer, cut the crease, carve it out, and all that jazz. I'm gonna show you both ways of how to do it, but I'm gonna be pretty much trying to match the same looks with the same exact techniques. So I'm gonna go ahead and with this shade up here, it is, oh, there's no name, but We're gonna go in with this shade right here. It's just kind of like a matte, like caramely brown color. It's okay if you get it on the eyelid because I'm just stamping it, by the way, in the areas that I want it to be, and then I'll go back and blend. But it's okay if it gets on the eyelid because we are gonna be cutting it with concealer. But try your best to just keep it in like the region that you want it and keep it as clean as possible. So like I said, we're starting in the middle and going all the way inward and then all the way outward. We're not gonna bring it around in a circle, but we're just taking it out. So there are a ton of ways to do cut creases, but I'm just showing you guys the most basic and simple way to. There's ways you can like wing it out. There's ones where you can, you know, make it a half cut crease. There's just so many cut creases you can do, but I'm just showing you the most simple kind of one that is easy to achieve at home without like actually going and getting your makeup done. Now I'm just kind of going in circular motions blending, and I am kind of flicking it out with whatever's left on the brush, just kind of towards like the tail of my brow. I'm also showing you guys a neutral eye look because, you know, I feel like that's what most people go for. So I want you guys to actually get use out of this video and actually learn and actually be able to wear this exact look. This is literally my go-to look when I have events because it's so easy and so simple to do. Like, you don't really need to have crazy makeup skills or a lot of time to do it. Anybody can do it, literally anyone. Okay, so I just showed you the first step of the cut crease process. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing. This step is not different than what I'm gonna show you next. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing in my crease, and I'll be right back to finish off the rest. Okay, so I'm back and I have both creases done. So all I did, like I said, is stamp that color on and then blend it out just so the edges are buffed out. Okay, so now what I'm gonna be doing is gonna be showing you the not so easy way. Like, it's easy, but not the easiest way to do a cut crease. This is the way you carve it out with concealer and you carve out the entire top of your eye, or you can do it the easiest possible way, literally the easiest way. I just want to show you both ways, is to take a glitter shadow stick and straight up slap it on your eye and just carve it out alongside of the crease of your eye, your literally natural crease. It's the easiest way to achieve that like cut crease look without, you know, the struggle of cutting your crease with concealer, because I know the struggle. Sometimes it's hard, you don't get it upright tight perfectly, you mess it up, you know, all that jazz. But I'm gonna be showing you both ways. So right now I'm gonna be taking that same brush I used to pack on the Tarte Shape Tape onto my eyelid, and like I said, this is a Sigma E55 brush, and I'm gonna be taking a generous amount of concealer. You don't wanna take too much, but not too little. And then I'm gonna literally be stamping this onto the eye. And right now I'm just gonna keep it low before I go all the way upward, and I'm kind of just doing patting motions. The best and easiest way to do it with concealer is to just kind of get your brush right up there and swipe down, swipe down, swipe down, swipe down, and just keep on going alongside of the whole entire lid. You just want to be patient with it. Like, see, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. You can grab more product if you feel like you need some. Swipe down, keep swiping down until this gives you the most precise lines at the top. Because if you go ahead and go straight like this, if you take the brush and take the concealer just all the way through, you might mess it up. So the easiest way is to just tilt your head back in your mirror and keep swiping down with the product and getting it nice and tight and straight right up into that crease. Since I have like a more circular eye, I like to make it look more almondy. So I do just like to take whatever's left on the brush and like flick it out. You don't have to do this part, I'm going to, just because. And I'm kind of meeting it up right where that shadow, you know, ended, the crease color. And I will go in and clean it up with like a makeup wipe just to clean up that line at the end, just to give it that, you know, kind of like winged out effect. Kind of see how I like carved it out with like the concealer. I went up, like I said, a little bit higher on me, but you do whatever is best for your eye shape and whatever, you know, is more, whatever's more comfortable for you and easier for you, you go ahead and do that. You could have left it without like, you could have left it just in a circle. You could have winged it out. You could do it however you want. You didn't have to take it up this high, but I like to, like I said, but it was just very easy, like I said, swiping down, and then on the lid I just pat it out just so there is not too many creases or anything going on. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead in with my Natasha Denona palette. You can have the choice of doing glitter or matte on your eyelids for the cut crease. Like I said, when you do a matte shadow, I for sure would use the concealer technique. You can go in with a flat brush and just pack it on top exactly where you cut it. But for now, I like to do glitter cut creases or shimmer cut creases. I'm going to go in with one of these like gold shades in here. I haven't decided which one. Probably this one over here, honestly. And I'm going to be taking it on a MAC 242 brush, and I'm gonna pack it all over on this brush. And you don't want the concealer to get too dry when you're doing this because you want the glitter to, you know, attach right to that. So I'm literally, now that this is laid down, that was like kind of the hardest part. This is the easiest part, to just pack on the glitter onto the lid in tapping motions, because the glitter or the concealer is still wet on the base. You just want to do light tapping motions and start packing that color onto the eyelid. What I like to do is focus it on the edges first to get all my edges covered and smooth, and then I worry about how intense I want the eyelid. I'll just keep going back in with product and just tapping it in. But once you know you followed that line and it's all like set, you're good to go to just, you know, kind of go fast and tapping motions and, you know, get that outer corner. And that's pretty much it for this eye. You can go ahead and throw on a wing liner, throw on a lash, throw on some brow bone highlight, inner corner highlight. Just pretty much this is the way to do the cut crease with the concealer. It was very easy, and I took a bigger brush when I did the concealer, which was the Sigma E55 brush. This is what it looks like. It kind of has that round curve too, so it gets right in to the eye socket, and it covers a lot of ground, so you're not sitting there taking your time with like a precise small brush. This is just a basic simple cut crease, so that's what I did with this one. That eye is pretty much done. You can go ahead and back in and blend a little further. Like I feel like I need to blend this shadow out a little more, but other than that, you're pretty much done with this eye, and this eye is gonna be even easier. Just keep on watching. Okay, so next thing I'm going to be doing for the other eye is literally the easiest possible way to do a cut crease in the whole entire world. I'm going to be taking my new Stila glitter, if it will come out of the package, glitter and glow shadow stick. Okay, we got it. I'm going to go in with the color Gold Goddess. This is what it looks like. Let me show you the doe foot applicator it comes with. Just like that. And literally take it, dip it well into the product, and just start swiping onto the eyelid. No concealer needed, no extra step needed. You put your crease shade and color it on with a glitter shadow stick. Honestly, I talked about glitter shadows and liquid shadows on my channel so much. If you guys watch me, you know how much I love them because of this reason. You can take any look and amplify it up so fast, and it looks like you spent hours upon hours on your makeup. I'm gonna dip back in for some more product, and then I'm just gonna tilt my head back. You still want to be careful so you can kind of make it look like you took your time on it and get it tucked right in to the crease area. I'm still kind of doing those swiping down motions just so I don't get it too far up there, and then a few swiping motions. You'll know. Just literally just trace the area. I lift my brow as well, so I don't go too high or too low. I lift my eyebrow and then tilt my head back a bit, and I'm just tracing. I'm turning it so there's more product on the other side of the brush. And like I said, I want to make sure all my edges are right and tight, and then I'll worry about how intense the eyelid needs to be, like on this bottom part. There you have it. Honestly, the easiest, most simplest way to do a cut crease, and look how much more glamorous this side looks compared to this side, and obviously that's because I used a glitter. If I used a more intense eyeshadow on this side, you know, you could totally go for that. This side's still beautiful. I feel like this side needs a little bit liner and lashes and it would be good. This side, if you literally just put some mascara on, it looks beautiful because it's so glamorous and glittery. Glitter literally always takes my eyeshadow looks to the next level. What I could do right now is like go over, you know, this with the glitter just to even it out. But I really wanted to show you guys both ways to do the easiest and most simplest cut crease ever. This way is obviously easier, but like I said, I want to show you both. Comment down below which one you guys think looks better and which one you guys like to do better, or which one you guys want to try. So yes, pretty much simple as that. I'm gonna blend this out a little further. You can go ahead and intensify the crease more. You can add what you want, take away what you want, make it your own. Pretty much do this how you like. Take these tips, try it for yourself, make it your own. You know, you could do it exactly how I did it. You can make your eyes look more circular. You can make them look more almonds like how I wanted them. Honestly, you can pretty much be good to go. I want to personally put some liner and lashes on, so I'll be right back to do that, but because that has nothing to do with the cut crease, but I just think it makes it look so much sexier and better for, you know, those nights out and stuff like that. But yeah, guys, let me know down below which eye you thought was easier and which one you liked better, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and my eyes look like I did two totally different eye looks using the same techniques, kind of, you know, with the concealer here, you know, the glitter here, but pretty much they're both the same. They're both cut creases. So what do you guys like better? Which technique do you guys like better? Honestly, this technique is easier and this technique looks beautiful. They're both just amazing, but I can't tell which one I like. It depends like the mood I'm in. Like this one is really like out there. You don't have to use this color. You can use a more like toned down like liquid shadow. It doesn't have to be like something like this. But this look I really, really like. Like I would wear this on a daily. Like this is a beautiful eye look, and this I would wear on a night out. So honestly, I love them both. It's just kind of preference. I wanted to show you guys both of them, how they looked with the liner and lashes, because I do want to take that glitter and kind of match it up just so I don't look crazy throughout the whole video with two different eye looks. But like I said, two totally different eye looks, both cut creases. They're just done differently. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Cut crease for beginners. I think it's so easy. Like I said, this one's easier if you're more confident and just kind of using a liquid shadow, but this one is also just as easy if you kind of just take a few extra minutes to have a steady hand, take your time and do those swiping down motions and be very precise. Don't try to rush, because you know, sometimes when you're, you know, just beginning or just starting and you don't know how to do something, just take your time and I swear in the end it'll look great. So I'm just gonna take this Stila shadow and kind of, you know, just make it look like the other side, just because I don't want to look crazy throughout the whole video. Okay, so now I even them out just so I don't look crazy. Let's go right ahead into trying out the Juvia's Place Full Coverage Foundation. Okay, so when I got shade matched at Ulta, I got the shade 610. I'm praying that it's going to work out because it's the only shade I got. Oh, okay, so it comes sealed, which I love that because you know it's not used. We'll just go ahead and rip this off. My nails, you can't do nothing with long nails. Ew. It doesn't taste good, I'll tell you that. Okay, well, I just tried it for dinner, so let's actually try it on our face. Let's hope this shade works out. I'm actually gonna prime my skin first using the Tatcha. I'm actually gonna prime my face first using the Tatcha Silk Canvas, because this is how I would always do my foundation, and I wanna give it a fair test using the right stuff. And I know this primer goes with literally everything I use, so. Okay, so now that my face is all primed, we're gonna go ahead and put this on the back of our hand. Let's hope the shade works out. It was kind of, they had a lot of shades, so it was kind of like tough to match myself and only get one shade, but when I had went, there was a lot of shades that were sold out that I did wanna get, but I ended up with this one. What did I say it was? 610? Yeah, 610. So for half my face, I'm going to try it out with a beauty sponge, and the other half of my face, I'm going to try it out with a foundation brush. I just want to see like how full coverage I could really get it, because you know a sponge always absorbs product, so you know it does still give the coverage, but a brush, nothing gives the most coverage like a brush. So I'm gonna do half and half. I'm gonna do this I'm gonna do this half with my beauty blender or beauty sponge, whatever. Wow, I think that's way too much, but let's just go ahead and see what happens. I wanted to go ahead and pick up the concealer, but they did not have it in store, so I was sad about that, and I couldn't order it online because my shade was sold out. Actually, all 3 shades that I wanted was sold out, but I really wanted to try it out, so wow. That's full coverage. Let's see if it can cover this baby. This is how I like it. Full coverage. So I did get a little bit of a tan, and when I bought this foundation, I wasn't that tan, so I do feel like it's a little pale for me, but I could just go ahead and bronze myself, so it's not that big of a deal. It does match me pretty well, I would say, but I do like to go a little darker with my foundation just because I like to look bronzy and glowy and tan. But wow, so far this coverage is freaking insane. Okay, so far so good. Do you see that coverage? Look at this side and look at this side. Oh my god, such a huge difference. So far so good. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M439 brush and just start stamping this all over the face. I so far like this. Okay, so with the brush, definitely going with way less product than I am. The sponge, I didn't dip back into more product. I just took that one dip and it covered the entire area. And I bet you if I went ahead and dispersed it all over my face, it would have done the same. But for the brush, definitely take less. Okay, so upon trying it right away with a sponge and a brush, I already love the sponge a lot more with this product. I feel like I look a little more cakey with the brush because it gave so much payoff, which is not a bad thing. Like the cakey part, yes, it's a bad thing, but the payoff, no, I appreciate the payoff. But I just like the look of a more beauty blender effect that it gives. It gives a more airbrushed look. So I definitely for sure would say the sponge won. I did not love I don't normally put my foundation on with a brush unless I'm in a rush, but I do love the Beauty Blender so much more with this product for sure. I'm just stamping over the area just to, you know, kind of blend it out and take away any of the excess product. How about if you're really on the go, girl, you do not even need concealer with this because this is so freaking full coverage, but you know my ass, I'm still gonna go in with some concealer because I'm extra. So now I'm just going in with the concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Like I said, I wish I had the Juvia's Place one, but it was sold out and they did not have it in store. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my face, and I will be right back to give you my final thoughts on everything. Alright guys, I am back. I completed the rest of my face off of camera because we're here to be just testing out the foundation and doing the Easy Cut Crease for beginners. Let me tell you my final thoughts on the foundation. Honestly, I love it. For our first impressions, obviously I need to wear it out and see how it lasts. Does it crack? Does it crease? Does it whatever? But I've been wearing it for a good 45 minutes at this point, and honestly, my skin looks freaking flawless. I love it. I think it looks amazing. But I'll let you guys know in the description box below how I like it and how it lasted. So far, so good. I love the coverage. I love how my face looks. It looks like how when I love my face with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. So that's a big claim. That's my ride or die foundation. So far, so good. Honestly, what I liked about it as well is before I matted out my face with all the setting powder that I did, it kind of still had this foundation is like a matte, but it also kind of, it's not too matte, if that makes any sense. It's not a satin matte, but it's just like a perfect matte. It kind of still had that dewiness or like a little luminosity peeking through the foundation, so it was like perfect, like sheen of glow and matte at the same time, if that makes any sense. I hope I'm making sense. But like before I put all my powders and stuff, it looked so beautiful even without setting it. But I went for more the more like full coverage look that I usually do, so it looks beautiful. I love it. It looks so good. What I will say for sure 110% is I like the Beauty Blender side for sure. I do not, like, this side looks better to me than this side in a weird way. I might be saying that because I have more texture on this side, but it didn't show as much on this side when I used the sponge. So definitely the sponge for the win for the foundation, and I definitely would recommend this to you guys. Honestly, a little bit goes a long way, so you'll get a lot of uses out of this little tube. And that's it for the foundation. Yeah, I love it. Let's talk about the eyes one more time before I close out this video. Let me know down below. It's pretty much up to you what technique you would like to do. This side was the easier side. Obviously, I matched up my eyes to look the same just for the sake of the video, so I didn't look crazy the whole entire time. But I loved both looks equally. It just depends my mood on the day, on where I'm going, on how I'm feeling, how extra I'm feeling, if I want to do this much glitter. So yeah, guys, if you liked this video and if it was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Also, hit that notification bell so you can get notified every single time I upload a new video. And yeah, that is it, guys. Mwah. I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.